Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we've been tuning on the car, been working on the carburetor in the last probably 5-6 videos. That's what I've been doing. So that last video I was adjusting on the air flap. I took it out, it's been about 2 days ago. Went down the road, done a couple dead stop wide open throttles, done a couple 30-40 mile an hour rolled wide open throttles. Still had a little bit of bog in it. So this morning I tuned on a little bit more, and I turned it about another eighth of a turn. So I'm at a turn and a quarter, turn and a half, somewhere in there, and took it back out, and it's running a lot better. One thing I noticed, I had it was running good, but still it seemed to me like it was lacking a little bit of power. Like it should have had more in it. And so I was looking at the carburetor today, and I wasn't even getting in the primaries, or the secondaries, sorry. I was running purely on the primaries. So what it was, that little kick down linkage, or not kick down, but the little fast idle linkage, it's supposed to clear all the way out of the way. When it clears out of the way, it pushes up the lever for the secondaries, and when you pull the throttle around, there's a little tab that catches it, and that's what opens the secondaries. It won't allow the secondaries to open with the choke closed or in fast idle. So it was not opening up all the way. It was only going down enough to where it wasn't fast idling, but it wasn't dropping all the way out of the way. So I had no secondaries. So adjusted on that this morning, took it back out, and let me tell you, it'll run. It's a little sketchy, actually. I didn't do any like mid-range wide open throttles, but I've done a couple dead stops, and I've done some rolling wide open throttles, and all it wants to do is spin, which we're going to have to address later on because it's kind of dangerous. It wants to go to the left. When you get on it, it starts spinning, and it just goes left. I think I built a dirt car, or NASCAR or something, but it wants to turn left for some reason. I'm thinking this car does have a Ford 8.8 rear end with the whatever Ford calls their traction lock, posi traction, whatever it's called for Ford. It's got the clutches in there, and as it spins, the clutches engage. I'm thinking that one side is gripping more than the other, and it's allowing the one side to spin more, and that's why it's shooting to the left. Because after I had to come back, put the car up because I was afraid the police was going to show. I made a little bit of noise, and so I come back home, got in the truck, drove back out, and was kind of looking at my marks, and one side is a lot darker than the other. So it's really spinning a lot more on one side than the other. I have air shocks. I let all the air out, so there's no there's no variable there with like more air on one side than the other, and it's still doing it. So we'll address that later, though. I think we got the carburetor issue straightened out, so that's kind of what this video is about, just kind of a catch up on where we're at with the carburetor. Right now it's running great. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna touch it anymore, and we'll just start working on other things. I need to start on body work. It's probably going to be coming up soon. It's fall now, and it's about time to start up hunting season, and I don't know how much time I'll spend on the car during hunting season, but I do want to start on some body work before it gets cold out. I might my goal was to kind of have it painted by hunting season, but that's not going to happen. I haven't even started on it, but we might start stripping it down and start doing some, lay the epoxy primer down so we can start the body work before it gets cold, and then we'll finish it up this spring when it warms back up. But yeah, just want to give you a catch up update on how the carburetor was doing. I think it's right now, so I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.